Hey everyone, NW Order for Life here, and I'm going to give my thoughts on the whole situation with Mr. Hideo Kojima. As you might have not known, but you probably do, Mr. Kojima has been, I guess you could say he has retired from Konami, or I don't think he was fired, but more like it was like, he left. And this is pretty serious for gaming. I know this is old and whatnot, this news, but I'm gonna bring gaming news like this to my channel now more often and try to make this more gaming centered as well as anime. And so about this news now, what I feel like is, Kojima is the Metal Gear franchise. Like Konami has all the rights to it. They have all the makings to make as many sequels as they want. They have the rights, the copyrights. But Kojima, he created it, and it was special because he created it. Because in the '80s, Kojima went against the man. He went against the odds, and he decided not to do, Rambo guns a blazing gameplay. He instead thought, what if the protagonist was all stealthy and tried to, get kills from behind and was like a secret agent, in game form. What if, like, we made it so that the player can get alerted that, that the enemy is onto him or something like that. He came up with these revolutionary ideas, even something like, the pack of cigarettes item, that like if you smoked it in the game or something, it was useless except for one point where like I think it stopped time or something like that. Like it's just little clever, applications of real life bizarre items. Combining that with gameplay. Things like Naked Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 2. Or the codex. Between the general and Snake and all those little things. That's all Kojima. It's all from his mind. It's all about this quirky Japanese personality mixed with cultural references for North American audiences and around the world and so forth. And it's just been a great success because Kojima has made this unique property that uh, really can everyone can relate to, because they wanted something new and different. They didn't want to just keep running guns a blazing, and he created an entire new genre. His quirkiness and ideas, many amazing ideas came from his legacy, and Konami has no attachment to any of that. But they do unfortunately own the series. So what does that mean? It means that Metal Gear Solid is probably going to have many more sequels, but they're not going to be the sequels, from Kojima. Kojima, now that he's done with the series, it means that it's going to become much more blander. It's there's not going to be as many fun secrets, or maybe hardly any secrets anymore. Maybe it'll just become the very basic, bare bones strategy, stealth shooter kind of thing. And because like the minds at Konami, they're not the ones that. I mean, sure they know what the Metal Gear Solid games are like, but they don't know how to to put those awesome scenes of Naked Raiden and all the craziness and the box top and all that stuff that came out of Kojima's head. It's not their baby. They don't know how to do it. So, in my opinion, Metal Gear Solid is going to suffer greatly for it. For the most part, I don't think any people are going to really buy it anymore. The hardcore fans are probably going to eventually stop buying it after one or two more sequels. And the mainstream audience, I don't know how much of a big hit it was for me. I mean, the game is synonymous with Kojima, and with Kojima gone, you know, what does it say about Metal Gear Solid? It says that this isn't the same Metal Gear Solid that we've been playing. This is a new game with your money and your brand behind it, and we want nothing to do with it. That's what I feel like the fans are going to say. And you know, Metal Gear Solid, I would say pick up the early copies, on the PlayStation and the GameCube, and enjoy all those. and and hope that somehow Kojima gets back in the game industry, because like if he could like get a job with Nintendo or some other kind of company where he can put that genius of his to work, it would be great. Now, talking about the new Silent Hill game that was coming out, he was supposed to work on that too. The PT demo that was on PS3 a while ago, and or PS4, whichever one it was, and he couldn't, he couldn't finish that. So he had this amazing demo of Silent Hill with these realistic, crazy, graphics and scary atmosphere, and all that stuff is now nothing to do with Kojima. So whatever, if you can hope that maybe some of the people that were on the team with him have, pretty much know where he was going to take this, take this the game, and have a way to implement his ideas. Maybe he's still in contact with a couple of his teammates, and he is, in some way influencing the project. But he's been taken out of all the equations. He's nothing to do with gaming anymore, as far as I know, and I think that's a real shame for gamers everywhere, that we would lose such a creative and valuable asset to the gaming industry in Mr. Kojima. And yeah, so future of Metal Gear Solid doesn't look good, in my opinion, and also, Silent Hill is probably not going to be what it could have been. It's probably going to be a lot worse, but it'll still probably be a good game, just not what the greatness that it could have been with Kojima fully behind it. So those are my thoughts on Mr. Kojima and his whole experience of leaving, as of what we know right now, the industry. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. Please subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more gaming videos and anime videos, and subscribe. Yeah, I just said that. Thanks. Have a nice day. You like it.